What up? What up? What's good, peoples? What's good? Let's get the likes up. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Our boy Terry. I'll walk him down. Mustafa. Jay Riddick. Reg Dog. King David. Compton Finest. Dow Pitts. Trayvon James. Greg Brown. Fro Within. I ain't seen you in a long time, bro. The veteran, Eric Kwan. Go subscribe to Red Dog TV. What's good? How y'all doing? Let's get the likes up. We got LA. It's heavy in the building. We got like 6 people here from LA. LA is heavy in the building. Got my boy Dre in the building. Brayton is in the building. He said, did not let ticket came to Jay Riddick is funny. Yeah, I definitely hope we get Cam. I definitely hope we get Cam. Because if she's not trying to really use them first round picks, you ain't gonna really get too much talent like that. If they not trying to trade no picks, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard if you're not trying to trade no picks. J Mac, what up? Let's get the likes of it. It's gonna be hard not really getting some deals without a pick. Trayvon, when you say they tripping 2 seconds for Cam, you think that's too much for Cam? 2 seconds? My boy Dennis is in the building. Dennis said Cam will be the biggest flop if we get him. Lakers got 7 second-round picks to play with. I don't care what nobody said. I always felt the Lakers at least got a second-round pick for Taylor Horton Tucker, for Pat Bev. Because they had no use for Pat Bev. You getting a young talent on a cheap contract. And the reason why Taylor Horton Tucker was so low is because Laker fans destroyed so bad, they kill it. If he's on any other team, you trade a young guy like that who had 40-point games, some 30-point games, had some good games, so some talent, big, strong like he is. You got more for old Pat Bev that the team had no use for. I thought we at least got a second round pick for him. Malachi, what up? SM, what up? Assad, what up? Any GM, when they trade young guys like that, he trending up, regardless of what he trending up. And the reason why people are like, oh, look how he playing, he not really getting no minutes. He get inconsistent minutes. Utah is loaded at that. He's not. I thought they were going to be like a strictly rebuild and have them spots. You got Jordan Clarkson and Malik Beasley playing over him. Mind your own, long time. Mind your own in the building. Fat Cat is in the building. Angie is in the building. It's a statistician. Harrison Barnesworth at first. Yeah, Rob overpaid for Pat Bev. I'm not saying this because what Pat Bev doing now, but he had like Pat Bev. You know what he's doing. Anytime a deal like that, if you look on any team, and teams take advantage of Lakers. They don't got no use for him. So when Pat Bev went there, everybody knew he wasn't staying in no Utah because they was on a strictly rebuild team. Pat Bev in the second for Josh Richardson. I'll do that. My boy Lefty, I'll do that. Jonathan, what up? Mustafa, he said Lakers winning today. Yeah. Gomez, what up? I don't think. See, the thing with Rudy Hachimura, for one thing, I don't think the Lakers will make a deal like that. He been hurt, and I'm not crazy about Rudy Hachimura. I ain't gonna lie. If I had a choice, I'm gonna ask you guys before I start letting people up. This is a perfect. I want all you guys, please just put the name. You could put Ru as in RUI, or you put in Cam. What would you rather do? Would you rather give up 2 seconds for Cam or a first for Rudy Hachimura? What would you rather do? Give up a first for Rudy Hachimura or give up 2 second-round picks for Cam? Jamal, what up? We not getting marketing. I'm keep telling y'all that Utah not trading marketing. All right, damn. All right, Dre said Cam. Mustafa said Rudy all day for a first. Now you can't do both. That's not part of what I'm saying. Jamal said he'd rather give up a first for Rudy. Dre said Cam. Marcus said Rudy. Daniel, what up, Daniel? A lot of people not participating. We got 76 people on here. Get the likes up. What would you rather do? You would rather get a first for Rudy Hachimura or a 2 seconds for Cam? If you have a choice, if right now for the Lakers, you'll give up 20. It could be protected. It could be protected. A first round pick for Hachimura, or Red said Cam. Ace said Cam. Jonathan says Cam. Angie said it could be protected. It could be protected. Lefty said 2 for Cam. Riddick said Cam. AD back February 1st. That's right. Y'all hear my boy Ace. Ace said hit the like button. I look at it like this. To me, Rudy Hachimura is not all that to me. I think Cam. This is the thing here. I think Rudy Hachimura definitely so far having a better career. But Rudy Hachimura been banged up, and I definitely think Cam has a better game all around. I think if they both have their A game, I think Cam is better. If they both have an A game, if they both have like a career game, I think Cam is better. If you ask me. That guy been hurt. Cam is more athletic than Hachimura. Hachimura is more stronger. I dropped the link. Get the likes up, y'all. We're gonna have some fun before the Laker game. Y'all know Laker game come off. We exit the building. My boy Schmidt, he said Monk broke out in LA. Now Walker breaking out. Why not Cam? That makes sense. It seemed Lakers. One thing about the Lakers, if I'm not saying this because I'm a Laker fan, but one thing about the Lakers, right now at them positions there, you got a chance to show your you got a chance to show what you can do. He said 2 first-round picks for Westbrook Reeves for Laurie Marketing. Would you guys do that? My boy Mind Your Own said 2 first-round picks, Westbrook, Reeves for Laurie Marketing. Would y'all guys do that? Say yes or no. Conscious Black, what up? Malachi, Tony Perez, LA Sports Live. Go subscribe to LA Sports Live. Great show over there. Great show by my boy LA Sports Live. No, we know the salaries don't match. I know it don't match. You're right, Schmidt. I'm just curious what people saying before I let people up. What's that says? Tomasa? What up? See you later. It's in the building. Yeah, I know the money don't add up. Yo, what's good? Yo, what's up?
Yo, Salim, Kareem.
What's good? How you?
I'm good, my guy. How are you?
I'm all right.
I just want to say I'm a big fan. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
You came on here before, right?
What's up?
Huh?
Oh, what's up, bro? I didn't hear you on that part.
No, I said you've been up here before, right?
Nah, like I've been in the comments, but never actually joined the show.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing your name.
Yeah.
It's good. How you?
I'm good, my guy. Yo, with the Lakers and stuff
where
like
you
that.
calling from? And where you at?
Oh, I'm from Canada.
Are you in Canada?
Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, Canadian.
Magnon, what's up? What's up with that, Magnon? Dre, what up, Dre?
What's going on, Reem? How you doing, my brother?
How you? Everything good?
Hey, man, can't complain, my brother. Can't complain, man. How you?
I'm chilling, do what we do.
Okay, man. Glad that everything working out. Here doing your thing, man, as usual, man. Glad you did another show today, man.
Yeah, definite. Yo, mind your own. Hey, yo, great minds think. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of tempted too, bro. I definitely was tempted because it did seem a little something, mind your own. I'm like, hold up, this shit seem a little weird, man. I don't got time for that shit. But go ahead, what you were saying, bro? I'm sorry, Dre. Go ahead, Dre.
Nah, yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Nah, I was just saying, like, if the Lakers don't do it like what you and Elder was saying the other day, as far as like try to use up all that $70 million for assets and stuff like that, if Jenny Buzz really doesn't want to do that, I feel like if they could get a player like Cam and then still be able to go get like a Bohan, I think that'll balance the roster out. I've been telling people this, like, I don't know for how long now, like the Lakers really don't need to make too many crazy moves to be in championship contention because they're already playing hard and they already like the best of the best of teams that they done played so far, man. They've been in them games. It's just they don't got any wings. If they get some more wings, some shooting, I think they can win it this year.
I hear what you're saying when you say far as but you're not gonna get too many guys like Bogdan if you ain't giving no picks. That's the thing with that.
And I think what Jeannie is saying is she's not willing to give up both picks. You know, so I think people kind of over exaggerate her saying, I think she's not trying to give up both picks just for on one player. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, I don't think she should.
Oh, they definitely said she definitely is doing one.
Yeah. So and then like for instance,
go ahead, I'm listening.
yeah, like prime example, right? Like, Like I just seen and heard on when I was on the internet a little bit earlier, man, that the Charlotte Hornets are trying to get rid of Terry Rozier, man, and they're not really getting a whole bunch of interest for him. So why won't the Lakers try to talk to Charlotte and be like, hey, man, we got a problem, you got a problem, you trying to come off contracts? Like, I don't like if they would be willing to take on Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier, do you think they would have to give up a first for that deal? Because I don't think they would have to give up a first for that deal because that's a
Well,
lot of salary.
hell no, they wouldn't have to give up first for that. That would be a chunk of salary off. They would definitely not give up a first for that. For Terry Rozier, we got like 3 or 4 years left, and Gordon Hayward.
He got 3 years, yeah.
And Gordon Hayward been trashed. They wouldn't definitely give up no first round for that. Definitely not.
And if I'm the Lakers, if I'm the Lakers, I know a lot of people will be like, I know Gordon Hayward stay hurt, but I'm looking at more as his, like the contract wise, just more so of the player, because if I was to make a deal with Charlotte, they would have to give me. Well, Kelly Oubre hurt, so now I just thought about it. Kelly Oubre hurt right now. Is Kelly Oubre coming back this season? You know?
I think so. I ain't heard nothing about him being out all year.
Yeah, I know he broke his wrist or his hand or something like that. So I just if he's not gonna be out all season, I probably still would think about doing that deal, because you can get. I'm pretty sure that you can get Kelly and PJ Washington. You might. I would give up a first if they included PJ. But just for like a Kelly Oubre, Terry Rozier, and like a Gordon Hayward, I definitely wouldn't give up a first for that pick. I wouldn't give up a first for those. But if they included PJ Washington, I think the Lakers should give. I would if I was the Lakers. I would give up a first for that. But that would be the only way, though, just because PJ's still so young.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that though.
If they're not trying to give it no picks, I mean, I don't understand that. Why not trying to win a championship when you got, like, once LeBron leave, bro, like, you know, you might not get to see into the championship 10, 15 years, because it's not like players is knocking down the door to come to the Lakers.
Yeah.
So, like, why not try to win championships while you still have a player on your team who can win you championships? Like, I'm not really feeling Jenny Bus, man. I don't feel like she's really an owner that really wants to win that bad. I don't see the I want to win by any cost to her. And I think that's hurting the Lakers, bro, because that's the type of owner that the Lakers. That's what Dr. Bus would do. Dr. Bus was trying to win at any cost, and it seems like she's not willing to take on that same sentiment.
What I'm thinking maybe is behind the scenes, the deals, maybe it's not the deals she like. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, because you know her, man. Ever since she's been in office, bro, they always go stargazing, bro. Like if it ain't a superstar, they don't think it's really worth it. But they don't need a superstar. They just need depth. They need guys like, for instance, like if Lonnie Walker could be your 5th, 6th best player, bro, your team is so much better that way than him being your 3rd best player. Because right now he's your 3rd, 4th best player at the worst. Maybe you could say Westbrook is your 3rd best player.
Westbrook definitely 3rd best player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, even so, bro, Lonnie Walker's meant to be your 5th, your 6th best player. He's not meant to be your starting 2 guard putting up 20 points a night. That's not him yet.
He would have been our 6th man. I think we'd probably been in better shape.
Oh yeah, 6. Yeah, if he was playing 6 man, for sure.
It's too many guys that's playing big minutes that shouldn't be playing the minutes. That shouldn't have been playing that many minutes.
Yeah, for real, man. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like. Even so, bro. Like I said, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you got LeBron, and he's playing at this level right here, even without AD, bro. Just imagine if he had adequate shooters around him and Westbrook right now. Him and Westbrook had adequate shooters, bro. They could be a top 5, 6 team in the West right now, just with adequate shooting.
Exactly. What up, Joe?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, what's good? We can hear you. What you got on?
What up?
Salute, my brother. Salute.
You got something to say, Joe? Joe, you hear us?
Can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, finish.
But yeah, like, come on, man, like, just adequate shooting, bro. Like, because that's the only thing that's really killing the Lakers is shooting in the wings. If they had shooting right now, bro, they would be a much better team. Because imagine if you had floor spaces with just Westbrook and LeBron. Westbrook and LeBron would be able to get to the rim at will, and that would put so much pressure on the defense by itself.
You're right.
But teams know that they don't have any shooting, so they can pat the paint and they can sag off players, bro. It hurts. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a GM. I'm not saying so. I can't sit here and make it seem like I know everything about being a GM, man. But come on, man. Like, at least try to put your team in position to try to win, especially with the way that the West is right now. Like, that would be even more incentive for me to want to even try to make moves because the West is wide open.
It is wide open. It is. I agree. We ain't like we need big deals, but I just think that we should start being able don't sit there and let so much go by, have so much that expiring contract we just wasting $40 million. Now let's say we trim that down to just losing out on $20 million. Okay. But losing out on $40 million is a lot of money of players.
Yeah, that is, man. Like our boy Elder always say, man, control the asset.
Yeah, because you have to think like this. Because what if, let's say, the free agent, now only way you do that if it's a hell of a free agent class, and you got that 34 million, you like, man, we got a couple big dogs out there. We gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if it's like seven all-star level free agents, you feel I'm coming up with one. It might be worth it. And let's say that guy is the free agents, you may look at anywhere from like 27 to 31. You may be like, and he still have like a lot left in the tank, then it may be worth it. Like a all-star level player. Like let's say,
yeah, for sure.
Realistically, let's just say we had realistically chance to get like I'm just naming like 7 guys that's like free agents. I mean that let's say if they all was in one class. Let's say like a guy like Kyrie, like a Chris Middleton, Kyrie, Chris Middleton. Who else? Someone like Dame Lillard, Jamal Murray. I'm just getting like those like you know what I'm saying? Let's say
I hear you.
A few names like that's out there that we may end up with one of them. Like, you know what I mean? Jamal Murray, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, man. I know exactly what you're saying.
DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, like there's a few Zach LaVine, like, yo, there's so many guys, we're gonna end up with one of them. Then it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but it ain't like that this offseason. That's why I don't know why they act like they scared to just go into this offseason and not have cap space and wait till the following offseason because it's a lot more better players in 24 than it is in 23.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I wanted to ask you, man. Why you don't like Hachimura though, man? Why you don't like him for it?
No, it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like Hachimura. I just think that I would rather if it come to Cam for a second or him on the first, because you're not getting Hachimura for no seconds. So
yeah, won't he a lottery pick?
Yeah, it ain't that he a lottery pick. I think they just value him because Cam's a lottery pick. I just think they value him too high. I ain't saying they value him too high, but they ain't giving him up for no second round pick. Either gonna be a good player, they're gonna get back in return. My boy Big Dell, how you stoop so low? Great show over there. Great big time show. What I was saying? I just think that they value him a little too high to just give him up for like you have to get either like another good young player in return, or they're gonna want a first round pick.
What I was about to say was, would you be willing to give up Lonnie in that instance, since you know you're probably not gonna be able to re-sign him anyway, to try to sweeten the deal?
Well, Lonnie and the second.
Yeah, Lonnie in a second.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah,
Because I think that's because I mean if you look at their averages this year, they're kind of averaging the same thing this year.
Lonnie Walker's a good basketball player.
He is. That was the best pickup for you guys this year. The best pickup for you guys this year because he's been balling.
He's been good in the NBA from day one. Like when people was tripping saying, "Oh, he a bum," and this, people look too much at he always been good to me, good basketball player.
Yeah, because you remember, if you remember, between him and Keldon Johnson, he was outballing Keldon Johnson a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah, definite.
Yeah, so I understand that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like they just got to get some type of wing. If they get about, like I said, bro, they get like 2 wings and try to get a big that can actually stretch the floor and like an athletic big, the Lakers will be in contention, man. Especially like because they need somebody. I don't know, man. It's really not like besides like Joel Embiid and like Jokic, bro. Because I mean, nobody could bang with Joel Embiid and Jokic, but you need somebody who can help space the floor, especially if you're gonna keep Westbrook. Because with if you could play Westbrook and LeBron, you got to have 3 other shooters on the floor with them. You have to.
I agree.
It is like I understand. Like since they had like just think about this. Since Westbrook has been on that team, bro, they have not tried to do anything like that. And it's like, bro, that's the best way for you to even have any type of success with LeBron and Westbrook, bro. Think about this. When the Heat had D Wade and Bron, think about how many shooters they put around them so they would be able to be at their best. Because D Wade and Westbrook, I'm not saying Westbrook is on D Wade's level as far as like being a superstar and all that, because he's not that player no more. But as far as like being a slasher and somebody to cut to the basket and rebound, that's what D Wade was doing.
Yeah.
D Wade was playing more of the slash and roll and playing off ball, and you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. Like Westbrook can do that more than LeBron can, because LeBron has to have the ball in his hand for his rhythm purposes. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook really don't have to have the ball in his hand when he's playing with LeBron. He could do that when the role players is in, like he's doing now. And I feel like that's where they selling themselves short. Like, bro, try to get some shooting around them guys, bro. Like that's why I really like the Spurs deal, as far as like if they was able to do a Spurs deal without having to get up any first. Because if you can get McDermott and Josh Richardson, they're 2 elite shoot. Well, McDermott's elite. Josh Richardson, I say he's above average, but even so, bro, think about how much spacing they would have with just them 2 players added on their roster.
But you have to give Russ in that deal.
Nah, if you give up McDermott and Richardson, nah. If you just get McDermott and Richardson, nah, you won't have to give up Russ.
So who they give up?
They would have to give up. It would I was looking at it. They would have to give up Beverly, none and and add like a JTA or
because Beverly and Richardson make the same amount of money.
Yeah, I know, but McDermott, he don't make that much money though.
McDermott makes about $13 million too.
He made about 13 too. I thought he only made about like I thought it was like 9. But okay,
they have like 26 million.
So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, with the rule, if you add, like I said, that'd be 13.
He said, Chasen said, he said, you're not getting McDermott out of first. McDermott, nobody giving up no first round pick for Doug McDermott.
Yeah, that's crazy. And same thing, like fans is like how Houston's talking about they want a first for Eric Gordon. That's why he's still in Houston.
Yeah. Teams asking to Angie. Yeah.
Yeah, teams had to. That's another thing. And you know what? I'm gonna take that back,
Nobody
Reem.
give no first for no third Doug McDermott. Nobody give no first for no Eric Gordon.
Let's be real. Nobody's giving up a first for Josh Richardson.
No,
like, but
none of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Picks now is went a little. They value picks now because these guys, you know, they not doing it for them guys now. Because second round, reason why it changed. This how it changed. Second round picks become way more valuable than they used to be. Think about this: people selling middle second round picks that's 40. That's anywhere from like 30, 38 to like 42, going for like $4 million.
Yeah, that's a fact.
From
And that's
just a
that's
lot
crazy.
of money. $4 million. It's like I said, second round pick for and I ain't even saying early. I'm saying like 42nd pick. I'm not saying the 31 and 32.
And if I'm not mistaken, ain't like guys like in the like the end of the lottery towards like the middle of the draft, isn't that what they come in making? Like 4 or 5 million?
Yeah. They make about that, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with this NBA season, man. A lot of teams are asking prices are so high, and I don't understand why. Like a lot of teams are asking for first for players that's not even worth first, man. I don't know if that's because of the Minnesota trade, but like this season has been weird like that, man. Like a lot of these teams act like they haven't been able to like be willing to make deals, and it's like I don't understand that.
Andy 17 was good, bro. Nah, what it is, I'm telling you what it is. They seeing a lot of teams now seeing that what teams seeing now, teams looking at a lot of these players is not good as they make out to be. So they look at a team. So now they look at a player in the whole. They go, okay, now let's say a player don't got no upside. So that's a strike against him. Let's say a player that got a not so favorable contract. That goes against him. Then if a guy's not all that, period, if he just do like one thing, if a guy not really a major force, teams, you're not fooling these teams now. These teams is holding back now more so than ever. Look, Bogdanovich went without a first.
Yeah, and now Detroit trying to get an unprotected for him.
He went for Kelly Olynyk. He didn't even get a first round pick for him. And look what he did last year. He still averaged like 18 points last year.
Yeah, now Detroit somebody want to unprotected for him.
And he playing on a lesser team.
Okay, I see. So that you're right. They make about 20. I just seen Angie post that about 25 million. So yeah, that will only be 19 between. Yeah, you probably still could work that though if you add in like like I said, if you add in D Jones, because don't he make about 2 or 3 million? D Jones?
He make 2 million.
2 million. So that'd be about 20 million? About 20 million right there between them three guys. 21 million.
Yeah.
But I just thought about that too. Never mind. I don't think that would work because ain't San Antonio still under the tax threshold thing?
Huh?
I said, ain't San Antonio still under that tax threshold where they're trying to get over a certain limit so they don't have to pay the league?
Yeah, they would need to.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. They probably would have to take Westbrook just so they won't have to send money out to the rest of the league.
Westbrook is still giving up something because Westbrook been playing good. So
yeah.
now it's like
he ain't a negative no more.
Yeah, so now it's like, okay, we're doing that, but this guy is playing, and it will be a loss some way. Westbrook definitely better offensive player than them guys.
Yeah, he is. And I don't even think trading Westbrook is the problem anymore, to be real with you.
I think don't get me wrong, I still feel they should, because I'm just looking at, you got to, because I'm looking at this free agent. I'm looking at the Lakers. I got a feeling if the Lakers stand pat, or even let's say they make a small move, something like just like a Cam Reddish, just like one move like that. I think that, and they try to go into free agency, you're gonna end up overpaying for Austin Reeves. Then you're gonna get another free agent, whoever that might be.
Overpay for them.
May overpay a little bit for them. And then you may sign back one of the guys, Thomas Bryant or Lonnie Walker. So now the team is not that much better.
What's happening, y'all? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you, bro.
What up? What up, y'all?
It's
Salute,
good.
my brother.
Salute. How
How
y'all
you?
doing?
How you? Everything good?
What up, Kareem?
It's good. How you? Everything good, bro?
Yeah, everything good.
Hold up. Let me read this super chat. My boy Seventh Day Pod. Always, every time I go live, this boy support. Nobody support like this guy. And this guy always support. It said once Reddish gets trade, the floodgates will open. Don't believe the story of Jeannie Buss not wanting to trade. She will, because Bron and AD both I guess leave. That's what he's trying to say. Both will leave. But go ahead. What you want to say? 7 Day Sports. What I gotta say is that what y'all got to say on that? What he just said.
I can see that.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. I honestly, I think, and I'm saying, I don't even think it's just Reddish. I think once like one mid like move happens, I think that's when the floodgates open. Like once everybody see like, all right, it's time to make trades. Like we ain't gonna like most of these teams should already be in the position where they're like, all right, we ain't gonna win nothing this year. Like we need to go ahead and start trying to make moves. And it's like it seems like none of these teams are trying to make moves yet. And it's like a lot of these bottom tier teams is like, bro, like go ahead and make your moves so you can try to get the best draft pick you can try to get right now. Because it's like this draft class is gonna be a pretty good draft class, and it seems like none of these teams are making that move yet. Like a lot of these teams are not in winning position, and still not trying to make moves for some reason.
See, that's what I agree with you on. I ain't go full scouting yet on the draft. This is definitely a good draft. I look at a lot of good players, and the Lakers, what's the name ain't also hot. New Orleans, because we probably gonna have they pick most likely. I think they're gonna have a better record than the Lakers.
Yeah,
but,
they definitely is. What they still top 3, ain't they?
I had to look. I'm not sure, but Ingram been hurt. Zion been hurt. Let me read this super chat real quick. He says, should the Lakers strictly focus on wings and free agency? Yeah, if they don't get it on trades, if they don't get no on trades, I definitely think they should. Asad Muhammad. Thanks, bro.
Hey, I think they just doing my boy bogus, man. They sabotaging his career. Like I think he needs some help.
Who?
LeBron.
Why you said they doing a bogus?
I mean, I don't see why we won't just trade them picks and whatever we got to do to help the Lakers.
But you can't, you can't go into it thinking like that. Whatever it do, because that's what these teams playing on. These teams playing on the Lakers with that type of mindset. Oh, we need to do whatever we have to do with LeBron. Just trade them picks. It's not just trade them picks. For one, every team you heard so far, first thing they say is unprotected first round picks. And I hear people saying, "Oh yeah, that don't mean you could be a good team," but it's too risky. No other teams doing that. It's like setting a trend. When you do start doing, that's a bad deal. Just send anybody for an unprotected first round pick. But Bogdanovich went. You can't. Let's take out what he's doing right now with the Detroit. Detroit got nobody.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be right back.
All right. The Detroit is the first. He the first option. He throwing up a bunch of shots. So let's not get too overreaction. Like, oh my God, look what he's doing. He worth this. Now look what he did in Utah. A good play in Utah. He was a good player in Utah, but he wasn't. Danny Ainge didn't get him for a first round pick. No other team is giving him a first round pick. No other team is giving him a first round pick. So my thing is, but everybody asking for Lakers for unprotected first round pick. So you got to understand where they come morally, where the Lakers come in at. Morally. So ain't no, they sabotaging LeBron, his career, man. They need to do what they have to do. You can't, because you'll feel played. My boy 7 Day Sports again on the super chat again. He said some move had already been made. Watch, yeah, it definitely a lot of. It's just 2-3 weeks away. A lot of teams probably gonna make 2 or 3 deals. My boy SM in the building. Yeah. My thing is you can't think. You can imagine. That's like with anybody. It's easy to say that, but at the end of the day, we all prideful. We all prideful. Let's just keep it like this. Let's say Drake come and I'm charging Drake more than I charge SM. Y'all both want something from me. It's the exact same thing. I tell Drake, yo, Drake, I'll give it to you for $30 and tell SM I'll give it to him for $20. And you seen what's going on. Germany Grant was the #1 option for Detroit last year. They put protection on Germany Grant. They traded for a 2025 first-round pick. They put protection on Germany Grant.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, bro. Like
when it's far out, you got it's just that's a standard. Now, if it was right now, like saying Milwaukee a first-round pick right now, okay, cool. But when them deals far along, 9 times out of 10, it always some protection. If it's not a super now, guys like Kyrie, Dame Lillard, them guys, Anthony Davis, them guys there, you making a trade, you not protection not really on the table. But them other guys like the Bogdanovich and them guys like that, you're gonna put protection on that deal. You got to. It's like a standard thing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, bro, and that's why I'm glad they didn't make that Miles Turner and Buddy Hield trade for no unprotected picks because they're not worth no unprotected picks.
Yeah, like them guys is not. They never been that.
Never.
This thing,
that's what's so crazy.
This thing is look at the history of the NBA. It's Buddy Hield as shooting guard. You got 30 NBA teams. Plus, you may have some guys who got two shooting guards. This off top of your head, I want everybody off the top. We not. It's hard to think right now. Everybody on the top of their head. Do you think Buddy Hield is a top 30 NBA shooting guard? Top 30 NBA shooting guard in this league. Buddy Hield, is he a top 30 NBA shooting guard in this league? Off top of your head. Because mind you, some teams got two guys playing the two that's good.
Honestly, top 30. If he is, he's at the tail end of 30. To be real with you.
Okay. Mustafa said yes. Oh, I didn't see this. We got a Cash App. Oh, I'm sorry. We got Cash App. Said Lakers should try to get Terrence Ross and Franz Wagner. You're not getting no Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner is you're not getting Franz Wagner. Andrew said,
I don't see Orlando coming off him either.
He said Buddy is top 30 easy. A lot of people, Mr. said no. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, only reason I wouldn't say he definitely is because he's mad inconsistent and he don't play no defense.
And see that's very important. See, those two things I'm glad you said that. Somebody just said he one of the best shooters. Okay, that's one part of the game. But he said 2 major things. Dre said 2 major things to you guys. He said he played no defense and he very inconsistent. You very inconsistent. You could shoot the ball so good all you want, but if you very inconsistent, it don't do nothing for you. That means very inconsistent means okay, out of 10 games, he may give you 3 good games. That's not good. Because you know the games, it's not like he's gonna give you something on the defensive end. He's gonna do some playmaking. He's not doing none of that. He getting that ball and it's going up. He getting that ball is going up. He's shooting it.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of a Caldwell Pope with no defense.
Exactly. Now, perfect example. Who would y'all take? Caldwell Pope or KCP or Buddy Hield? Who would you take, KCP or Buddy Hield?
KCP easily.
He said, Sports Savant said he's still averaging 18 points. What's his shooting? KCP gonna give you more of an impact of winning though. And KCP don't shoot near as many shots he's shooting. Think like this. Buddy Hill putting up way more shots than KCP.
That's a fact.
He putting up way more shots than KCP. KCP gonna give you way more winning plays than Buddy Hill. I'm not knocking Buddy Hill. I wouldn't have a problem having him. But the point I'm making is them teams asking for unprotected first-round picks for them. They just wanted 2 unprotected first-round picks for Miles Turner and Buddy Hill. They wanted 2 unprotected. That's in the future. 2 unprotected for those guys? And guys like Jeremy Grant, Jeremy Grant, they put protection on him. Jeremy Grant better player than them.
Yeah, I'll be right back, Reem. I'm getting a phone call.
All right. He said Buddy Hill averaging 42% and 45% from 2. He averaging 18. I'm not giving no unprotected first-round pick for him. I'm just not. No other team going to do it. Why? I guarantee no other team going to do it. No other team going to do it. That's the thing. No other team going to do it. So why should the Lakers do it? No other team going to do it. Why should the Lakers do it? My thing is this, man. It's like a pride thing also. Nobody want to feel like you get somebody take advantage of you. You don't want to feel that. And you the laughing stock. You got to set some morals and a standard like, nah, I'm not going for it. When you know somebody trying to play you. That's like right now, one of these Instagram girls. Y'all see these girls on Instagram. Let's say y'all been in a DM. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you look nice. So these girls be on Instagram. You've been all in a DM saying they look nice all this time. They never respond to you. Never respond. And let's say 5-6 months later, you start uploading pictures on you on private jets. You upload you in mansions. You upload you on all type of vacations. You uploading pictures you holding $100,000. You uploading pictures you hanging around celebrities and stuff like that. And then now all of a sudden they be like, oh, you nice. And now you clearly know she trying to play you. Clear that she trying to play you. It's not going to sit well with you. The Lakers know it the same way everybody says LA tax. They know these things. This thing, Bogdanovich last year. Think about Bogdanovich. Last year, look what Bogdanovich did last year. This thing what Bogdanovich did last year. He had a good year last year in Utah. Good year. He had a better year than Miles Turner and Buddy Hill. And Danny Ainge is way more of a tougher negotiator than the guy in Indiana. And he gave up Bogdanovich and didn't even get a first-round pick for him. He didn't get it. He asked for it. Remember, he tried to get a deal with Phoenix. And he said Jay Crowder in the first-round pick for Bogdanovich. Phoenix said no. Phoenix want to do straight up Jay Crowder. Phoenix like, we're not giving you no first-round pick for Bogdanovich. Phoenix wanted Bogdanovich. They told Danny Ainge they're not giving no first round pick for him. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Phoenix said, I'm not giving the first round pick for Bogdanovich. Phoenix said they're not doing it. And they went to Detroit and got Kelly Olynyk, and they didn't even get a first round pick for him. So what that tells you? So what it tells you is if a guy like Bogdanovich who had a good year like that, yes, he a little older than Buddy Hield. He had a good year like that, a good player, and they still didn't get a first round pick for him. And Kelly Olynyk is more of a throw-in. So what that go tell you? Buddy Hield not better than Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich ain't average 12 points. And it's not all about points. Buddy Hield never been better than Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich is better than Buddy Hield. Always been. Always been better than Buddy Hield. Played well in the playoffs and everything. My boy Sports Love, he like Buddy Hield. I'm not saying Buddy Hield's a bum. I don't have a problem with Buddy Hield. That's really not my my argument. What I'm saying, my argument, what I'm saying is because the brother came up here and said, Bogdanovich, what Bogdanovich average last year, Angie? Angie, what did Bogdanovich average last year in Utah? Angie or anybody, what Bogdanovich average last year in Utah? Now, mind you, Utah is a 50-win team. Buddy Hield played on a losing team. Mustafa said Bogdanovich averaged 19 points last year. 19 on a winning team. With Donovan Mitchell, 2 All-Stars. With Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, 2 All-Stars. A guy like Jordan Clarkson. Himself. Who else they had? Royce O'Neal, Mike Conley. They had good players. Rudy Gay, Hassan Whiteside. They had a good team. And he averaged 19 points. Buddy Hield ain't when he went to Indiana, Miles Turner wasn't there last year. He was hurt all last year when he got there. And Chris Duarte ain't played. I'm not knocking Buddy Hield, but what I'm saying is Bogdanovich went for a second-round pick. Y'all got to give the Lakers some credit here. Y'all just want the Lakers just to throw to about the guy came up here. I think Jeannie is doing LeBron James dirty. She just need to trade. Ain't no just need to trade the picks. If they not giving you a good deal and a fair deal, don't do it. Don't do it. Eric Kwan was good. Eric, come up here, bro. Come up here. It's almost trade season. I mean, it is trade season, but you don't do it. You gotta understand. That's why one thing I never. If y'all know me, my I stayed the same with my point. I always stay consistent. I always said I don't want to get fleeced. Because once you get fleeced, nobody gonna never take you serious, and it's gonna be hard from here on out with making deals. I guarantee you now, teams gonna this. Let me tell you this. I guarantee if the Lakers do make a deal, it's gonna be a good deal. I could pretty much guarantee you if the Lakers make a deal now, it's gonna be a good deal. It's gonna be a good deal. You know why? Teams gonna respect them a little more. Because last year when teams thought they were desperate, I know you guys remember when I know you guys remember when the last minute they was like, we'll trade you Terrence Ross for THT. The Lakers said, okay, cool. They said, no, Terrence Ross. It came back. The guy said, hey. The guy said, hey, no, it's not. First day's like looked like the Lakers and because I was watching the draft show, and they was like, looked like Terrence Ross may be heading to the Lakers for Taylor Horton Tucker. And said they in deep conversation. Y'all remember that last year? They said they're in deep conversation. The Lakers and Orlando Magic, Terrence Ross. It looked like Lakers and Terrence Ross. They said they want a first round pick with THT. The Lakers had to give THT and a first round pick. Lakers said, hell no. They said no. But like how? He ain't even playing right now. Greg Brown said he hearing Bullock for Cam Reddish. I think to me, Kendrick Nunn better than Reggie Bullock. I'm not saying that because Kendrick Nunn is on the Lakers, but the Knicks need Kendrick Nunn more than they need Reggie Bullock. They do. And how much Bullock make? Don't Bullock make like $10 million? He makes more than what up, Eric? What up, Eric?
Not that much.
Who think Kendrick Nunn is better than Reggie Bullock? He had Kendrick Nunn first 2 years. Reggie Bullock never had a year like that. He's been in the league longer than Kendrick Nunn. Sean Family, what up, bro? Long time. SD Hydro, Philly Y. Damn, all the guys coming in. Cook Sports, what's good?
I don't know why they want Reggie Bullock. I mean, Reggie Bullock makes what, $10 million this year, and you're giving up Cam Reddish, who's a lot younger than him. Reggie Bullock is like one of those street. He did play for the Knicks. He did play for the Knicks before, but the thing is that I've seen too many games from him. Like, he's been really cold. Like I mean, Reggie Bullock's a terrible. It's a terrible trade. I mean, if the Knicks do it, I mean, it's just crazy. But I mean, that's who the Knicks are. They make some bogus trades and some bogus draft pick selections. I mean, that's who the Knicks are.
What's good, bro?
Yo, what up, man? Can you hear me?
It's good. Yeah. How you?
I'm solid, man. I'm solid. I can hear y'all talking about these Laker trades.
Nah, because it started because we talked tonight, and people pissed off saying that Jeannie Buss is not. The guy said she not doing right by not trading the picks, and I said I would want to get fleeced. Like, teams really trying to have the Lakers overpay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeannie Buss is so a lot of people not realizing that she's in a situation where it's like you down to your last $100 and you trying to determine, do I go to the casino or do I put this money away? Right? And it's just like people want her to act like she's in a casino and gamble with her last $100. And it's just like your friends probably don't care it's your last $100. But so she's in a situation where you might go to the casino and you might strike it rich, you might hit that jackpot, but you could go broke in the likelihood that there's really no trade out there that's gonna make the Lakers a championship team. So why try to hit the jackpot on some of these players? Like, I think that's the position that she's in. So I know a lot of people just don't want to see Russ on this roster, but just like I tell everybody,
You went out, bro.
my bad. No, my bad. Just like I tell everybody, look, like, are you sure you want to see what it looks like without Russ? Right? Because it looks bad now, but it's not like, just like you said, it's not like a lot of these players that people wanting to trade for have been on winning teams either. Exactly. So it's just like you put Buddy Hield in this situation. Yeah, he might make a few threes, but how many times is he going to break down on defense? How many times is he going to forget his assignment? How many times is he not going to give effort to get loose balls? You know, can Miles Turner, you know, he might come here and he's had a history of being injured. He might come and be just as injured as Anthony Davis. So the grass ain't always greener. And I think Jeanie Buss is playing this very smart. And you know, at the end of the day, it's the higher chance that they don't make any moves. If something opens up and they can make a trade without giving up Russ, I think that would be the optimal situation. If they can bring in a Bogdanovich from Detroit without giving up Russ, that makes you a stronger contender. But any trade that involves giving up Russ makes you worse. And if it makes you worse, then why do it? It's just like a waste. So.
And you know, it's funny. You said, I got the same thing I said when they said about the Spurs. They said they'd trade Russ for the what's the guy, the shooter?
McDermott.
McDermott and Josh Richardson. I'm like, how? Russ producing, they're not going to produce what Russ doing. And I think that
true.
And I like you said, like you said, they don't have that many assets. She said it from the gate. If it's not significantly better, she don't want to do it. She, like you said, you gambling. Like this deal could determine everything. So you don't want to throw away picks like these guys saying, "Oh, just give away first round picks unprotected." I've seen people said they'd give both unprotected first round picks. That's dangerous. That's how Brooklyn is in bad situation. I ain't gonna say they bad now, but they could have had Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They gave up 2 unprotected round picks for old players who's 30-something years old on their last legs.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, the Lakers are in a situation where I believe if I'm the Laker front office, I'm looking at any trade that allows me to keep Russ, but I can add a shooter. I don't think they have to give up Russ to get a player like McDermott. They don't have to give up Russ to get a guy of that quality. There's other guys on that bench. You can give up a Lonnie Walker, which I don't believe the Spurs want him back. But just like Elder said, you can't re-sign Lonnie Walker next year anyway. He's hurt right now. Why not you trade him or maybe try to move him for one of those pieces like a Bogdanovich or a McDermott? But, you know, again, how much does that really improve the roster? In a mid-season trade, bringing in a guy that you're going to have to acclimate into the team, does it really improve you? You know, people think that these threes or adding a few more three-point shots in will give the Lakers wins, and that's not necessarily how it works.
Yeah.
Because the Utah Jazz will tell you that the Utah Jazz for the last 2 years were the #1 three-point shooting team in the league, but they could barely get they never got to a Western Conference final.
Yo, I'm so glad you said. Yo, I get killed on here. People like Kareem. They always say that I downplay 3-point shooting. I said to me, I think 3-point shooting is overrated. Yo, I'm glad you said. I wish you'd have been on. I get killed every time for that. People like, oh, shooting. You said, okay, Lonnie Walker is a better player than Doug McDermott. Doug McDermott gonna give you out. He better outside shooter, but Lonnie Walker is more tougher. He go to the basket. He could score in many different ways than Doug McDermott. But like you said, they keep looking at the shooting. Is it worth it? Yeah, I see you saying Lakers clearly need 3-point shooting, but how many guys who's supposed to be snipers came to the Lakers and they don't shoot that good?
Yeah,
I see that happen a lot.
Like I said, McDermott. People forget that McDermott is one of the absolute worst defensive players in the NBA. And like I said, you get his shooting, but you're also bringing along a boatload of other problems. And so I don't know why people want to see a few more 3-point shots made, but that's not going to balance itself out with his defense. The longer you leave him on the floor, the more your defense is compromised. And so I say if it was up to me, if I could give up, because Kendrick Nunn is starting to play better, so I'm more hesitant to trade him now. I mean, I think the only guy that I would probably trade would be Juan Toscano-Anderson, and if I could finesse him with a draft pick to get a shooter, that's the trade I would try to do. Or maybe you can the other big that's not really playing much right now. I forget his name.
Damon Jones.
But at the end of the day, there's really not a ton of flexibility, a ton of moves you have out there where you can bring in viable pieces. I mean, the Cam Reddish trade, I mean, a lot of people don't like Evan Fournier. I love Evan Fournier with this Laker team if you can get him and keep Russ. But, you know, it's just you're very limited. And every team in the NBA knows that the Lakers are in a dire situation. So they're not going to be willing to make any deals that favor them. Every team is going to try to screw the Lakers over and get over somehow.
Angie, I think she responded to you, Lamont. She said, what this session with Russ, bottom line, we need to move him. Real talk. I signed Rondo to counter what we lost in passing for a minimum. I guess you talk about you.
I mean, like I said, right now, here's at the end of the day, coming off the bench, there's no other player in the league playing better than Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. He's still adding value. Yes, you can, and I even got on Russ for that late game shot against the Sixers, but at the end of the day, there is no better replacement. If you take Russ away from this team, LeBron James is going to be sitting around looking like he was last year in the middle of a whole bunch of 20-point blowouts, and they're not competitive. So I don't know why people want to replace Russ so bad. If you take away his production, without Anthony Davis on the floor, the Lakers are in trouble. I think people don't understand the game of basketball. Russell Westbrook's still giving this team a ton. And you can cry about him all you want, but the Lakers haven't traded him for a reason. He's not very replaceable. And his contract isn't easy to move. And anybody who cries about trading him, first you have to find somebody that's willing to take his $40 million. Find somebody that's willing to take the $40 million first. And then even if you find somebody, they have to have something that you need. So again, you can say move them. What are you going to trade them to the Chinese Dragons or something? Like I don't know why do people be thinking you can just trade Russ anywhere? It just trades don't work that simple. It has to be a need for both teams.
What you think, Eric?
I mean, they're missing depth. I mean, out of keeping Russ. I mean, I can't. I mean, yeah, sure, you can't replace Russ with his production, but depth is what they're missing. Like, they're missing wing players. I mean, they've been playing, I don't know, 2-3 guard lineups out there.
Yeah, I agree. I get killed all the time about defending Russ too. I think that people destroy Russ for no reason, like all the time. I'm not saying everybody, but I just think Russ definitely get unfair because it's like he could play good, and they're gonna always point out one or two things he did wrong in that game, and I could point that out with every player that's on the Lakers. It's like Russ in a position he can't win with this team. I see him play, even guys like Shannon Sharp and them. He have a good game, anybody, but did you see that turnover? Like, and then it sinks in people's head that he's a bad player.
Yeah, but people now have some type of. So basically, whenever Russ does good, it's usually because people are going to say because they were playing a bad team, and if he plays bad, I mean, he's just at a point where he's one of the most hated players now, and a lot of people who don't understand the game of basketball or don't understand the business of basketball are going to want him gone because of the optics. He doesn't look like a player most of the guys that's making $40 million are like a top 10 player in the league, and that's what they still expect out of him. They don't understand that it's just all business right now. And to move a guy making that much money, just like Eric said, well, you need depth. You're not going to get any depth by trading Russ. If he's as bad as you guys say, then what team is going to give you all their depth just to get Russ. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't sit here and tell me he's so bad, but then try to convince another team to take him on and also give up all of their best stuff just to get him. So people keep saying trade him, but for what? If he's so bad, what realistically can you get for him? And how do you match $47 million? How do you do that without giving up something good? And so
you know what's
don't
funny?
make sense.
Yo, but you know what's funny that you said that? Because all at the end of the season, I was getting killed because people was like, I'm defending him. But I'm like, by y'all destroying him and saying he's so bad, how y'all gonna get rid of him now? If y'all, the whole Lakers media, Laker fans, the media that's on TV, if everybody killing him and saying he's so bad, you're not gonna be able to get rid of him.
No, you're not. So again, if he's so trash, the only option, basically the way Laker fans are saying it, the only thing that the Lakers can do right now is just waive him, because most Laker fans just don't want to see him on the roster. The only thing they can do, if you want him going that bad, is waive him. And that would be one of the biggest wastes in NBA history. The Lakers aren't that stupid.
Nah, they ain't
so,
gonna do that.
you know, LeBron, if you want LeBron to leave immediately or request a trade, waive Russell Westbrook. LeBron will not come back to this Laker team. Right? You do something stupid like that, and you lose, and you probably lose AD in the process. So,
Greg Brown, you saying Russ not worth the $47 million? You have to remind you, he signed that deal years ago. If you look at baseball and a lot of players, when they sign them contracts, he on the last year of the deal, average player, when they get to the last year of that deal, not worth that money.
They're not worth it.
That's in any sport.
Exactly.
Look at baseball, Albert Pujols, all these guys.
Yep.
They sign these $7 to $8 million deal. By the time they get to the last couple of years, they're not worth it. But he's on the last year of this deal. So you could say I could name a lot of players when they get to that.
That was
last
the OKC deal that he signed.
Huh?
Hey, look at Kyle Lowry right now in Miami.
Exactly, Kyle Lowry.
He's not worth that $85 million he's getting paid. 3 years, $85 million.
Exactly.
I mean, look at. There's a ton of players that.
Michael Porter Jr. He got $205 million. He's not worth that.
So like I said, people don't understand the business side of it.
When they older, when they in their 30s.
Well, that's the business. It's the business side of it, and Russ, fortunately enough for the Lakers, is giving him good production off the bench. They're not going to trade him, even though I said yesterday they should probably pursue a trade, because my thing is I think the Lakers should maybe find and take an L on Russ's, because I believe Russ's agenda is different from the Lakers' agenda. I believe what he showed me in that loss to the Sixers, making that bad decision, trying to go up against Embiid one-on-one, that completely goes up against any scouting report in the NBA. Any scouting report in the NBA is going to tell you don't challenge Joel Embiid one-on-one in a late clock situation. He's elite. And so for him not playing the scouting report under 2 minutes, and he could have rotated the ball to Schroeder to LeBron, and then they have the Sixers where they want them with Embiid on the weak side. For him not to play the scouting report, that tells me he's playing to prove the fans wrong. He's not playing to win. And that was a very easy read. I know a lot of people don't understand how scouting reports work. Scouting reports generally focus on the first 2 minutes of the game and the last 2 minutes of the game. And the first 2 minutes is scripted, just like the last 2 minutes, especially in a close game, is scripted. And for us to divert from the last 2 minute scouting report and go rogue and try to take Embiid ISO, that tells me he's playing for a different reason. And so that's why I say you should take an L and move him. But again, I just don't see Jeanie Buss and the Lakers doing that right now. That will kind of be a reckless move.
Yeah, and I was saying, my thing was, I was saying, reason why at first I was like, but reason why I said I think it's best for them to trade him, because if they got like $77 million and movable contracts right now, if they don't trade nobody, they're only gonna have $34 million, and then they got to sign back a couple of their players. That team gonna be worse. So I think that either moving them for something solid, like you said, even if you probably take an L, but if it's something solid that can help just getting a couple bodies in there. Because next year the team gonna be worse. If they stay the same, it's gonna be worse. Because $34 million, we ain't gonna be able to get no major player. Then they saying they want to definitely sign the guy. What's his name? Austin Reeves. They saying he may get 10 to 12 million. They might want to bring back Thomas Bryant. Then they ain't gonna have too much money left for nobody.
Well, here's the issue: they're not going to be able to afford Lonnie Walker and Thomas Bryant. Those two players are not coming back. Like those two players are not coming back to the Lakers because of business. They're just not. The Lakers, they've outplayed their value as far as what the Lakers can afford. So that's not happening. For Russ, it might be more valuable for the Lakers just to allow his contract to fall off their books. Trying to do a desperation trade now that's not going to really change your winning chances would be dumb. And the only thing people are going to do if they trade Russ and it doesn't work, people are just going to say, Jeannie Buss, you should have traded over here, or you should have. They're just going to say that Jeannie Buss is still in the wrong because she should have did some other trade that wasn't available. So she just needs to just sit down. They just need to get into a room full of real good basketball heads. I wish they could get Jay West back, but they just need to sit down and what is the best solution going forward for the future? Because the teams with two top-heavy stars that are taking up all of the salary cap are not winning in the league right now. They're struggling. We see Brooklyn having a little success. I don't see them being a championship team, but we see the Clippers struggling. The Lakers are struggling. All the teams that are top-heavy contract-wise are really struggling. So I think they're gonna have to reanalyze how they go about dishing out contracts and bringing in stars.
Yeah, and like I said, they have to be. I guarantee you, when next summer come, when Russ probably sign with somebody probably for like 17, 18 million, it's gonna be like a bargain. See, they looking at the 47 million, but when he signs his contract next year and the production he gonna give, team's gonna be all over him.
Yeah,
he said Russ worth $6 million off the bench.
No, I believe Russ re-signs with the Lakers.
Man.
I think he's going to re-sign with the Lakers.
You think so?
Yes. I believe he would. I believe he will re-sign with the Lakers for less money. I mean, when you look at the business endeavors he's entered into, being in LA is extremely valuable for him. I believe the Lakers would take him back on a smaller deal. And if let's say he does give him a home team discount because he needs to stay in LA, that's even better. So, that could be keeping Russ could be a blessing in disguise, especially if you can get him next year for cheap and then build around this core because you have more money now to play with.
He said, my boy Tony Lee in the building, he said the Hornets and Utah teams looking to offload some players.
That's not true. Why do people keep trying to tell us what the Hornets and Utah are doing? Utah has already publicly came out and said Mike Conley is not getting traded. We like his veteran presence on the bench. They are not shopping Jordan Clarkson. It looks like Utah's pushing for the playoffs. It looks like Indiana's pushing to get in the playoffs. Charlotte is not trying to get rid of any of their young talent, and the only player that they might try to move is the PJ Washington guy. Maybe him. But no team is. There's only been one team. No, they're not even trying to move him. He's injured. The thing is, there's only one team that's come out publicly and said there's a player that's on the trade block, and that's John Collins. The team publicly gave him permission to go help his agent to go seek out a trade. Everything else is all rumors and noise. And whenever I hear rumors and noise, it's generally fake. Unless the team come out and say it publicly, it's usually fake or won't happen. That's the truth. Charlotte is not trying to offload nothing. Just because the Lakers want all of their young talent don't mean they're available. Utah is not trying to give up Olynyk and all these guys that got them in the playoff race. People don't – it's so valuable to make the playoffs. You know how much money these teams make just by making the first round? You make tens of millions of dollars just by getting in the first round. Why would they give that up?
Teams like Utah and Indiana. And them towns and some small towns.
Yeah, the small town teams, that's so much money in just making the playoffs. So
all these people trying to say they're gonna offload this. That's lying, bro. It's not true. All this is it's just noise. People got to start thinking business of basketball before they just start believing these Bleacher Report clutch point trade talks. It's all fake news. It's all fake news, man.
He said because Zach LaVine trash. What you got, Eric? What you think he's saying?
So you're saying Charlotte's not trying to move Terry Rozier?
No, they're not. I don't know where y'all getting this stuff from. Where y'all getting this stuff from, man? Charlotte's been known for making trades in the offseason, if any. I mean, it's just, no, they're not trying to move these guys. No, they're not. Now, maybe Charlotte, because they're having such a down season, maybe they might have some type of fire sale. Kelly Oubre just got hurt. Maybe they do some type of fire sale at the trade deadline. I don't know, but it's just not looking like it. And I'm not hearing anything out of Charlotte that leads me to believe they're trying to have this massive fire sale. I don't know where people getting this information. I'm sorry to bust people bubble. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been fake news. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know ahead of the trade deadline that a lot of these imaginary trades that y'all got pictured in your brain are not going to happen. Sorry.
You mean far as trades period, or you mean for
trades period? There will be some trades at the trade deadline. It will surprise the hell out of us because we won't see them coming. There will be some trades, but it will be a trade. The real trades that are going to happen are trades that we couldn't forecast coming, because the real trades that are happening are getting talked about behind closed doors and everybody's mom on it.
Yeah, that's trades that you don't hear nothing about.
Yeah, like and people be saying that actually
trades be come out of nowhere.
These these trades, these trades is not about to happen, man. Not about. Look at Eric Gordon. He been in trade talks the last couple of years. That man ain't got moved. But everybody saying we gonna get Eric Gordon at the trade deadline for the last couple of years. Ain't nobody touched that, man. These trades is not as easy as what people make them sound. It's not a video game.
Oh, LaMelo Ball got hurt tonight. And he got carried off. Hope he all right. Damn, what happened to LaMelo Ball?
I didn't see it. I don't know what happened.
I just saw him get carried off. That's crazy.
Let me tell SD Hydro. Shams doesn't do trade predictions. Shams tells you when the trade is made, and he's usually the first person to break it. So I don't know where y'all hearing this, and maybe you're reading, one of his blogs or something, stuff about he thinks is going to happen. But at the end of the day, y'all can believe me or not. These players, all these players that y'all keep doing in these wonder trades that are going to make the Lakers superior are not going to happen. This Laker roster, as we see it, is probably going to be pretty much the same after the trade deadline. Maybe marginal changes. And y'all just got to get used to it. I believe this team, as long as they have Anthony Davis, is good enough to get into the playoffs. People call me crazy for that. But here's what it is.
What you got, Eric?
We'll just see what happens. I know that some of these teams are asking a lot for their players, like the Spurs think Jakob Poeltl's worth 2 first-round picks. I'm like,
oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
They're not even getting 1 first-round pick for him.
That's not realistic. And then Eric Gordon is worth a first-round pick. I don't think he's worth a first-round pick.
No, he's not worth no first-round pick.
There's a whole bunch of that. There's a bunch of teams overvaluing their players. Like Like Bogdanovich is worth what? The unprotected first? I mean, I question that. I mean, I'm not saying he's not good. It's just that is he going to be like this player like they think he's going to be if he was on Indiana and Utah getting a
Look,
bigger role? I mean,
Ble-
he's got to take a back seat if he joins the Lakers.
Bleacher Report is fake. Bleacher Report is called aggregate media, just like Clutch Points. It's entertainment sports writing. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Aggregate media. They write sports news for entertainment value. They'll come with a whole bunch of exaggeration on where that might get read. Otherwise, most of the stuff that we read is boring. If you don't have Bleacher Report,
Your phone, you're going in and out. Can't hear you. You're going in and out. Yo, we got to get to 100 likes, man. Come on, man. We got to get to 100 likes, man. We got 137 people on here, man. Let's get to 100 likes, man. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
Kareem, is that better?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What you were saying about Bleacher Report?
I was just saying Bleacher Report and Clutch Points. It's all fun to read. Fadeaway World. It's called aggregate media. It's exaggeration on stories that might be true or just exaggerated stories made out of sports writers' minds. It's all ask any athlete, and you can ask Elder if you ever talk to any pro athlete or you get a pro athlete on your channel, ask them about the credibility of websites like Bleacher Report. How true are they? And athletes will laugh at you. They'll be like, that is 99% laughable stories. Because they put so much spin and extra on stories that otherwise would be true. They write for entertainment value.
Yeah, I gotta keep the interest.
Yeah. I mean, look, y'all. If anyone wants to make any bets about these trades, I'm willing to take all bets. If you feel so strong that some of these players is gonna get moved, man, I've made multiple bets and ain't got paid. I'm fine with that.
Dudes ads bet at you?
Oh my God. What? Oh my God.
Yeah, people that be on your channel and you know kind of
Bro,
know
I bet a guy. I bet two guys. They actually have YouTube channels. I bet them at the trade deadline. They kept saying Lonzo Ball. This is back when Lonzo Ball played with the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball gonna get traded at the trade. I said, no, he's not, bro. I said, y'all reading Bleacher Report too much. Bet 200. I said, bet. They didn't pay me when he didn't get traded. I bet another guy 10,000 on something he lost. But surely he didn't pay me. I bet another guy 500. He ain't paying. Man, bro, these dudes don't be paying, man. Only people that pay are like people like Elder. They're the only ones that really pay. Everybody else just be talking.
That's crazy. So basically, okay, so you saying you'll bet anybody. So what is your stand? Your stand, the players that's being mentioned, you think they not getting traded, period, or not the trades that we hearing?
I'm saying that all of these players, the people are talking about the Jordan Clarksons, the Markmans, the Mike Conleys, the Cam Reddishes, all these names that we're hearing most often are more than likely the guys that don't get moved. But the Bogdanovich, both of the Bogdanoviches probably won't get moved. Are there a lot of teams that could use their services? Yes. Well, making these trades happen are much more difficult than people believe. Like there's a lot of things that have to align properly to make these trades work. This is why these trades normally don't happen until the off season. So.
Yeah. Also, I hear your stance. But it's going to be a lot of trades, and there's definitely players. I do think, like you said, sometimes it'd be difficult. Some teams, I think the trades that's difficult when teams that really value their players, because now you might feel that you're not getting enough for that player. But if a team wanted, I think like a guy like Cam, I definitely think Cam out of there. He got a
I don't
small
believe.
contract, and the Knicks don't want nothing to do with him, and he gonna be a free agent.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I believe he'll be unrestricted. I don't believe he's going to be a free agent. He'll be unrestricted, I believe, and which means the Knicks still control his rights. So again, the Knicks aren't pressed to move him, and no team is going to be pressed to sign for him because even if he becomes a free agent this summer, it's unrestricted, and he still might be able to go push for. He still could like sign and leave and screw him over if they don't want to pay him the amount or don't want to match the deal that he's offered. So it might behoove the Knicks to wait till the summer to trade him into some type of sign and trade or something. Or you can trade him for another rookie that's looking to re-up on a deal. But moving him right now, they're not highly pressed to move him. Fans want to see him move because he's not getting a ton of playing time.
Yeah, it's restricted. Yeah, that's he I'm pretty sure he meant restricted. Yeah,
he's a restricted free agent.
Yeah. He said the Lakers have been rumored to want Cam for a while, unrestricted. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Knicks are still going to have his right. So what I'm saying is the Knicks aren't pressed to trade him because even when his contract is up, he's restricted. They still have his rights to a certain degree. So they can still trade him. Or they can trade him for another rookie that's restricted, and they could just do a sign and trade or something like that. I mean, there are other ways to move it or manipulate it, or they could just re-sign him and keep him.
Yeah, but I think he out of there. My prediction.
Hey,
I think Cam. I ain't saying
if anybody is there anybody trustworthy that wants to bet, I'll bet it. But
on Cam,
for people. Cam's not getting traded, bro.
Oh, I what you want to bet $25?
We can bet it. Bet it.
I bet he get moved. I ain't saying to the Lakers.
No. It's gonna be. And I'll remind you that it's gonna be. He's not an easy move because he's not an easy sell to another team because of his contract situation.
All right, so it's official bet. You know I'm gonna pay. I ain't with that.
Yeah, we good, man. We fine with that. I have no problem. I just know it's a much more difficult move than most people believe it to be.
I'm betting that Cam get traded. I
bet he don't. I bet he stays with the Knicks.
All right. We got 3 weeks to the trade deadline. What you think, Eric? You think Cam out of there? Double Tech, what's good, bro? Shot Money, what up?
Okay, so the team that trades for him, they get restricted rights, right? The team that trades for him?
They get rights. He said, nah, go ahead, Eric. I'm laughing at my boy Knowledge. Go ahead.
Yeah, I read that. I mean, I think he might land on the Bucks. I think he might land on the Bucks.
No, I ain't asking you that. I'm asking you who you think he get moved. I ain't asking you who.
He gets moved in the summer.
I think he's gonna get moved. I think because I haven't seen his minutes on the Knicks lately. So I mean,
Kareem.
No minutes.
Kareem. Here's the take I got. This is going to be one of the most uneventful trade deadlines that we've ever seen. It's not going to be a ton of moves. It's not.
Last year, how many moves? Hey, Angie, how many moves was made last year? I think last year was like on the deadline. You said a deadline. I consider like the last 2 or 3 days, not just the last day. I consider like the deadline. I mean, like the last 2 days. I think it was a pretty decent amount of moves last year.
Yeah, but
some people got traded.
But was there major moves? All the major moves that was getting predicted? Any of the major moves that we were thinking about happened?
What happened? Who got traded last year? Anybody remember? My brain is yapped right now. Somebody good got traded last year?
Simmons for Harden last year.
Simmons for Harden.
But that was well before the trade deadline, wasn't it?
That was like 2 days before.
Was it?
Yeah. It's like 2 days
Yeah,
before.
that was but remember, that was a situation where all parties publicly came out and said they wanted to trade. Just like I believe John Collins gets traded. The Hawks went to him and said, "We need your agent to go find the deal." That's been publicly been made known by John Collins' camp and the Atlanta Hawks. So that won't surprise me if John Collins gets moved because they've publicly come out and say, "We're looking for a trade partner to make this happen." There's no other teams publicly coming out saying this is available on the block. It's none. Utah's the only team that came out and publicly said something about a player, and they said we're not actively pursuing any trades for Mike Conley. Yet people continue to put him in trade conversations.
Yeah, and I know. They not trading marketing. I told people that they're not trading marketing. The fans, they love them out there.
They're not trading none of those guys. Clarkson, all these guys that people are looking at, like, because the people are wanting to trade for them now because they missed out. They missed out on Clarkson. They missed out on all these guys that y'all thought was marginal, but when you put them together on the Jazz, now they beating everybody. Now all of a sudden you want them. You know. Yeah, I was saying this summer.
It was a few trades. Angie, do you know the CJ McCollum got traded? Yeah, CJ McCollum.
Oh yeah. I said
Sabonis.
See, but if y'all look at the
Sabonis, Sabonis and Halliburton.
But check this out. The CJ trade and the Sabonis trade. Both of them trades hit everybody out of the blue.
Yeah, that came out the blue.
Was both up. So that's what I'm saying. All of the trades that will happen are the ones we don't hear about. Everybody in the NBA was surprised when Halliburton got traded. Everybody, it was under everybody's impression that he was untouchable.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got traded. So that's why I say, let's just sit back and wait instead of making these predictions because we wrong 99% of the time anyway when we just get out here and predict.
Bagley, yeah, Marvin Bagley, Dante, Norman Powell, and that trade caught me off guard too.
Yeah, when the Blazers sold everybody for absolutely nothing. That surprised me. I'm a Blazer fan.
Yeah, that Norman Powell and Robert Covington. I'm like, what the
Bro, they gave up everybody for nothing. I'm like, and there was no rumors about it.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, Montrez, yeah. To the Hornets from Washington. Torian Craig. Lee, what up, Lee?
But hey, let me get up out of here. Kareem. Man, salute, man.
Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man.
All right. Yeah, what time the game? Oh, what time the game come on? 10:30, right?
Yeah.
Dragic.
LeVert got traded.
Yeah, LeVert. There was a lot of deals last year. There's a lot of trades last year.
Mm-hmm. This year could be different because, like what people said earlier, they're overvaluing their players and asking too much for them. I mean, that's another reason why that people haven't moved yet. So,
yeah,
like they're expecting a lot for John Collins. I'm like, is he worth that many picks? I mean, I don't know. Like, depends on how he plays over there, I guess. But he hasn't done much for Atlanta this year.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get a lot for John Collins. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Joe Ingles. Yeah, Joe Ingles, yeah. Now I don't think it'll be John. I don't think Indiana gonna take on no. I don't think Indiana gonna take on no John Collins. I think John Collins. I heard rumor with him in Miami. Now, for Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, and the pick. I was shocked to even
Why would they do that?
Contract.
Why would Miami do that?
Huh?
Why would Miami do that?
I don't know.
I mean, they have Kyle Lowry still there in his contract. They have Bam's contract. They have Jimmy Butler's contract. I mean, they have quite a big contracts over there.
Yeah, they do.
That's a lot of money, though, for Bam, Lowry, and Butler.
Yeah, but I agree with him. What he's saying, though, what he's saying, it always a lot of deals that don't get talked about.
Yeah, it's like hiccups, basically.
My boy Notch in the building. Yeah, we got it all right here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all want some upper class white wine? Y'all want some champagne, Levi Santé, upper class red wine. We got the Ferman, Cologne, French Ferman. We got Vegas for men. We got Feeling Myself for women. And we got the Tap Out. Tap Out is in the building. Yeah, so we got it right here, man. We got it right here. Y'all want to pop some champagne? We got this. Some nice wine that y'all want to chill. Smell good for the unisex, men and women. For mine. Vegas for the men. Feeling Myself for the women. Tap Out.
So you don't have a web page yet, Kareem?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. Yeah, Norman Powell and Robert Covington. Yup. I don't use CMOS like that. I still got a lot of CMOS. I take it once every blue. SD Hydro, go to my Instagram, Laker_Kareem. Yeah, Brett Forbes. But I agree with what FY for saying. A lot of times it be deals come out the clear blue. Like far as the actual deal happens, but the players that's being mentioned, I do think they definitely gonna get traded though. A lot of the players. I'll be shocked if I lose that money. I think Cam getting traded. I was gonna bet more, but I'm like, keep it modest, $25. I was gonna bet him a half a man, $50. I said we keep it modest. You already know, you know what I'm saying, my bro guy. My bro guy in the building. My boy now said Tap Out ain't cheating. That's right. You don't got to tell a girl nothing. Just go like this. You keep the Tap Out in your pocket. See, Tap Out. See how she tapped out? See how she laying down? Just go like this. Shake it real good. Be like, I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom. I don't got no haircut. And that's that.
Okay, so is it going to be over or under 20 trades?
Trades or players? I don't think it's going to be 20 trades.
So that's under.
A lot of
so you're saying
trades.
under.
I think.
So you're saying under from last year of 20 trades.
Oh, last year was 20 trades?
Yeah.
It was 20 trades last year?
Yeah.
20 trades a lot.
Hold
on, 20 trades at the deadline?
20 trades from all of last season to the deadline.
All of last season. Oh, I'm about to say. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm thinking about that day.
No, not the deadline. Oh, the
Lake
trades to the
Hype
deadline.
23 was good, bro. Oh, yeah, but I thought you meant like 20 players. I definitely think
20
it's 20 players.
20
Easy.
trades total from
It's gonna
to
be
the
some
deadline.
teams gonna be like 5 players between 2 teams. It's definitely gonna be that.
So it's gonna be under 20 trades of all last year. Under 20.
I definitely think it'll be under 20 trades, but I think it's gonna be under 20 trades, but it's gonna be a lot of players.
A lot more players than last year.
I don't know. I think a lot of teams gonna go for it this year, because a lot of teams, it's like a lot of teams been banged up. A lot of teams gonna find it's gonna be a lot of like role. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of big name players. There's gonna be a lot of like role players teams need. Team maybe I need another backup center. Team maybe like I need another backup point guard. So when teams need a backup point guard, the Lakers sitting there with Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn sitting pretty, like 27 years old. He's proven he's getting better and better. We see him now. He playing good at the right time. Teams who need a backup point guard, they're gonna be calling the Lakers. He don't make that much money. It's an easy move. Teams gonna need a center. Teams may need a backup center. Team like a guy like a Joel Embiid or not a Nurkic. What's his name giving them nothing? Not Nurkic. The Joker. Let's say a guy like the Joker. A team like Denver. What's his name giving you nothing? DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
So now a team like, I'm not chancing no DeAndre Jordan. We have to put Joker on the bench, or Joker getting some foul trouble. We may need 6-7 good minutes from a player. So now a team may try to, Lakers, what's up with Thomas Bryant? They might try to do that. Or they might be like, Damon Jones, or you know what I'm saying? Or pick up somebody. Like pick up another center.
Yeah, like what FIF said earlier, like some of these guys outplayed their contracts. I mean, Thomas Bryant's one of them. He outplayed his contract. And I think Lonnie Walker outplayed his contract, so he's on the mid level, and they're not going to expect to pay him that increase that he was asking for, like Malik Monk last year, right? So that's another. I mean, they could move Lonnie and Brian to get something, but I don't know what they could get back. They're only two games out of the 6th spot, but I mean, are they really trying to get to the 6th spot?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. Yeah, it's a bonus out tonight.
DeRozan getting traded. I don't know.
It would surprise me. That's what I'm saying. I agree. It's gonna be a lot of trades. Reason why I said I'm still gonna stick to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of trades. I think it's gonna be a lot of trades on the strength that a lot of people. I just think that it's too many teams that feel they got a shot. You got teams who didn't make the playoffs in a while. Like teams like Sacramento, they all in. If they see a deal that might get inch them or solidify them on a playoff spot, they may do something. You see what I'm saying? Now with this playing thing, you got teams. You got 2 types of teams. You got teams who need them, who didn't make the playoffs in a while, who gonna just try to go all in just to make the playoffs. Sacramento, they got like the longest streak, I think, without making the playoffs. Then you got teams like with big payrolls and big money guys, got teams like Toronto. They don't know what they're gonna do with Van Vliet. They don't Gary Trent, a free agent. Then you got a guy like Asai Ujiri. He been around this game. He's smart.
They're asking a lot. They're asking a lot for OG Anunoby, which I think that price is pretty high.
Yeah, but he looking at it like this, because I remember when what's his name was working for him, and he said Sam Mitchell, when Sam Mitchell was coaching the Toronto Raptors, when he got fired and he left the team, he was doing broadcasting. Sam Mitchell was like, "Yo, the worst thing you want to be is the middle of the road. You're gonna be good or bad. The middle of the road, you kind of stuck, and the side gonna move off people, especially guys who contract. Got Van Vliet a free agent, or he got like a player option. Angie, is Van Vliet a free agent, or he got a player option? I know Gary Trent a free agent. So those two guys, he gonna want to take advantage of that situation. He gonna want to take advantage of that. A player option. He opting out of that. I think he only making like $21 million. Van Vliet opting out. He having a great year.
I mean, 20. Yeah, I mean, he could opt out for 22.8. He could opt out of that.
He's definitely opting out. You always want to opt out. Why? Especially if he end the season healthy. If he don't get hurt and he end the season healthy, he's definitely opting out. If he don't get no big time injury, he opting out. He's definitely opting out. How old is Van Vliet? Like 28, 29? He's not waiting the next year and anything can happen. He opting out. Masai Ujiri, everybody know that.
Yeah, he's 28.
He's 28. This is the perfect time to do it where he make, I do it now. I can even get another contract. I may be still good to get another one after this. It may not be a big contract, but let's say it's a contract that he may be getting around 17 per after this 4 years. That's good.
And Trent's only 24, so I mean,
see, Trent's 24. That's what I'm saying. So Toronto know that. Toronto gonna move. If Toronto got in their mind already, I'm not paying no Van Vliet no max money. It's not making our team better. They're gonna move. A silent jury is not crazy.
Yeah, like Austin Reeves. I mean, I don't see him paying Austin Reeves. I don't. I mean, it's like I can't see the Lakers paying Reeves the mid-level exception or whatever they have, but
see, the thing is with that, Eric, reason why I said they might, because they caught a lot of heat, and I think they caught a lot of bad heat for not re-signing Caruso, and Caruso was a fan favorite, and the Lakers caught a lot of heat and still getting heat to this day about that. So I think that they just to keep people off them, they're gonna do it. Unless they try to act for so much. Because you think about it, he doing like I hate even talking about because people think I be hating, but he play like 30 minutes a game, and that's starter minutes, and he still ain't doing nothing spectacular. So imagine him playing in his regular role. Let's say if he playing, he's a 22-minute a game guy. Now that's less minutes. If the Lakers get a team like everybody want them to get, a legitimate starting shooting guard, a wing guy, that's going to lessen his minutes. He doing that with getting starter minutes, and it's nothing spectacular. OG definitely worth the first. There ain't no question about that.
And how it got $37 million.
Well, OG not no free agent though. I think he's not no free agent. OG not a free agent, so I don't know if they'd be quick to trade him.
I mean, like I said earlier, they're asking a lot for OG Anunoby, which is it's a pretty high price tag. I mean, if they think he's worth more than a first round pick, I mean, I'm not trading for it though. Like, yeah, he is worth a first, but more than that, I mean, I don't know. Like, his contract is what?
I seen somebody on Twitter threw this out there. I don't even think the money worked. They were saying Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent and one of Toronto bad contracts. I think
shit, don't tell me.
First round picks, they said.
And you mean for Russ, right?
It was Russ and I think 2 first-round picks.
Yeah,
I think it was,
I'm not doing that. Not
I
throwing
think it
two
was Chris
first.
Boucher, or it's one of those guys I couldn't remember. I seen on Twitter. Yeah, I think it might have been Chris
That's good.
Boucher. It was somebody who had like a weaker contract.
I
And
think
then
that was
Gary
what. I think that was fadeaway rolled, right?
I can't remember. It was Gary Trent and Van Vliet. It was Van Vliet, Trent, and one of those other guys for Russ, and I think it was 2 first-round picks. See, that's the thing. See, Van Vliet, the thing is Van Vliet gonna want to get paid next year. And is he worth that money? And then Gary Trent. So now you bring 2 guys over that's going to get a hell of a bump.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, of course he's looking for a big name player, but I think they try to bet around Scotty Barnes down the road, and that's what Toronto's doing.
Let's get the likes up. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button.
Van Vliet, Trent, and the first. Wait. Van Vliet, Trent, and one first round.
You say the reason they won in the championship? She said Van Vliet said he outplayed that contract. See, Van Vliet definitely out of there, I think. But I don't think nobody gonna give him no max money. I don't see nobody because he's like more of a scoring guard, and nobody.
He's undersized.
He's only 5'10". He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, he's around there. Like,
I think it was Chris Boucher. Yeah, I think it's Chris Boucher.
Boucher.
I think it was Boucher. I think it was Boucher.
I can't do 2.
I think it was Boucher, Van Vliet, and Trent for Westbrook.
And 2 first.
I think it's a 2 first.
Yeah, I mean 2 first. I mean, I'm not trying 2 first. Like,
Because you'll have a backcourt of Trent and Van Vliet in the backcourt, and you have Braun. Would y'all do that? I want everybody right now. We got over 100 people on here. Everybody right now, would you do that? Would you trade Fred Van Vliet, Gary Trent, Chris Boucher for Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round picks? And let's say Lakers give up a minimum guy because they're not going to do a 3 for 2. Let's say you throw in a Juan Castano. So let's say SM said no. 5 said hell no. Schmidt says 1 first. I said 2 first. Would you do that? I think that it was 2 first, I believe, the report. We need Gary Trent. That boy got cold closing moments. Nah, give me Siakam and OG. Oh, Siakam OG 2 first? I will do that so fast. I will hurry up and sign off now. Fred Vliet definitely reached the ceiling. He ain't gonna get no better than what he is. Everybody saying most people saying only for 1 first. He said Gary Trent in the first-round pick. I mean, Gary Trent and OG. I mean, so what would y'all rather have? What would you rather take? OG and Gary Trent or Fred Van Vliet and Gary Trent? What would y'all rather take? Yeah, Gary Trent opting out. Those guys opting out next year.
OG and Trent.
Everybody said OG and Trent. Everybody said OG and Trent.
Yeah, I'm taking. I mean, OG and Trent was only 34. The rest is what, 47?
Oh, they only 34 million, but you have to add Chris Boucher though.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is 13. Yeah, Boucher's
Like
making
$4
13.
million.
Yeah, that's 50 million. I mean, Trent, OG, and Boucher would be 50 million. So I mean, they take
and Russ
50 million.
47 and Juan Castano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's about right.
That'll be it.
I like that. I think I'm taking OG over Van Fleet.
No, they can trade all their first before the draft happens. I mean, 27 and 29.
Double Tech said Russ won and 1 pick. They're gonna want.
I think they want both picks. I mean, since Trent Jr. and then OG is what for first.
Nah, he's not no superstar. I agree with you, King David. My boy King David said, "Stop it." No, he's not no superstar.
No, he's not a superstar. He's a role player. Yeah, but Boucher's making 13 million. That he's
Boucher making 13 million.
Yeah. Say 12.7. Yeah, 12.7. 17.5, 17.3.
OG 17, 12.7.
Yeah, it's almost 13.
Would y'all do that? I think they're gonna ask for 2 because they value OG heavy.
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna ask for both first because they said that OG is worth more than 1 first.
Huh?
No, they're valuing OG more than 1 first round pick, so of course they're gonna ask for both picks.
Yeah, they're gonna ask for both picks. Reality, they're gonna ask for both picks.
Mm-hmm.
I like that deal. Oh, how old is OG? How old is OG? Because I know Trent is only Trent 24.
OG's 25. OG's 25.
OJ 25. Oh yeah, I'm doing that. So you're getting 2 young guys. And you're getting Chris Boucher. I know that contract, but the Lakers gonna have to. That's probably gonna be the incentive for them to make it, to clear that, to get rid of his contract.
That is Young making 8. Ken Birch is making 6.7.
Yeah, we need the rest of them guys.
That's crazy. Yeah, but how much they gonna sign Gary Trent for? Like,
but see, he gonna have to play his. He ain't no just he getting what he want. He gonna have to play.
Yeah, I've been saying they want 1 second round pick for Reddish, but I mean they're gonna want more than just Reddish, right?
Who?
I mean the Knicks. They're just gonna get more than 1 second round pick. They're gonna ask for more than.
Reddish don't got that high trade value right now.
So it's just 1 second round pick.
Mm-hmm. Knicks won't get rid of him. Laker game about to come on. And I need everybody to hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram, Laker_Kareem. Laker_Kareem.
Do you think Russell gets moved?
That's a tough one.
Do you think DeAndre Russell gets moved? Do you think DeAndre Russell gets moved?
Oh, DeAndre Russell. Oh.
Not Westbrook. DeAndre Russell. Yeah.
D'Lo, I don't know. I don't think a lot of teams gonna be too high on him. They think it's contract they have to sign him. I think he stays. I think Minnesota gonna feel like they're gonna probably want more for him, and teams are gonna do.
I don't think DeAndre Russell's getting more than $31 million next year. I don't think.
Nah, hell, nobody giving him that. The way he act just now killed he don't realize he destroyed himself. Because they like this guy's supposed to be your best friend. Y'all went to the playoffs last year. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
still, it's not like y'all completely bad. Y'all got Cat done been out. What are you complaining about? You start, it's not like they got you on the bench where you ain't getting no minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think this gonna end bad for D'Lo. I think this gonna end real bad for D'Lo if he I think it end real bad for D'Lo if he to do that. If he turn around and do some stupid like that and
yeah, that's true.
I think D'Lo the most somebody giving him probably like he gonna be probably like they probably give him like a 3-year deal. 3-year like $60-something million. 3 years, 67 million, something like that. He ain't getting
he's not getting 31 million a year.
No way. No way. Nobody who likes him like that. Because no one, if you couldn't, like I'm saying, like his attitude wise, like he had issues with, coming out the league, they were saying that he was cocky coming into the NBA. They were saying he's cocky, got a lot of swagger, he this, he that. He had problems in Brooklyn in the beginning, and then it turned around. He started playing good. He gets traded.
He got traded for KD.
He get traded. Golden State, he was pretty quiet, but it was no big factor. You go with your best friend team, and y'all winning. Like y'all played good last year.
Yeah, he got traded for Wiggins, since their contracts are similar.
Like, what is you complain? When you complain now, people look at you crazy. Like your team not bad right now. Right now they like playing 500 basketball, and Cat missed like the last 15 games, and y'all still 500 basketball. Y'all still in the hunt. Like, what are you complaining about? It's not like the coach put you on the bench. I think this going to end bad for him.
I can't see them trading.
If two side trade him, they're not going to get really much for him. Not what they probably want.
Unless a team that's going to make the trade to clear cap space. I mean, I don't know how many teams want to clear cap space for next year, but I mean, if the free agency class is not that big next year, then what's the point of having all the cap space?
The only thing I think if teams do have to want to get rid out of that luxury tax. It ain't gonna be too much to have that cap space. It'd be more luxury tax.
I think Barnes might be staying in Sacramento for this year. I don't think he gets moved.
Yeah, I think Sacramento. They won't do a deal like that. They're trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, because they're winning right now, and they don't want to
make the playoffs bad. Last year, that's what we were telling y'all last year. They wanted. Their thing is they don't care. They ain't thinking about no Victor. They want to make the playoffs bad.
Mm-hmm.
They wants to make the playoffs so bad. So I don't see them doing that. But that deal there don't help them. Kendrick Nunn, they don't need Kendrick Nunn. They got Fox, and then they got Davion Mitchell. And then Walker, they don't need Walker because you got Malik,
and
Monk,
they
got the other guy,
and Kevin Porter, Kevin Porter from Atlanta.
So it's like you ain't gonna need him.
Yeah, 75%. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why if they trade 47, they could take back 50 million. If they trade 47, you take back 50 million. The Gobert trade really set Minnesota back because their depth is not what it was.
And see, that's called a GM trying to be cute. This is why I said you can't. Right, I'm gonna go after this, y'all. But this is why I'm gonna say this. This is what a lot of GMs make this mistake. My thing is these GMs, like Tim Connolly went over to Minnesota. They gave him a lot of money, so he wanted to make a big splash. Like, yeah, I'm here. That trade ain't need to be made. They beat themselves in the playoffs. If you look at that playoff series, they beat themselves. They's up 20 points 3 different games. Every game they's up 20 points, they lost. They had the series. It ain't had nothing to do with them making a deal like that. Now, Vanderbilt and Pat Bev was your toughness, your heart and soul. You ain't supposed to do that. That didn't make no sense. Then you have Malik Beasley to score. Like, you ain't even had to do that. And then now that Walker Kessler blocking shots like that and coming in, that means he'd have did that with sometimes coaching and things like that. That means he'd be playing as well in Minnesota. But he a shot blocker and he's good.
Yeah, and 4 first-round picks on top of that. That's crazy. Yeah, 4 unprotected first-round picks. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The Wolves, that's the mistake they made.
Yeah.
It's not so much that Rudy Gobert is not good and he's not playing his part. It's the part, that's a trade that shouldn't have been made. The thing the Wolves, at best, they should have did, maybe brought a free agent in. At best, all they need to do, okay, where they needed help at. Really big men, they didn't really know help because you had Cat and then you had Nas Reed. So you not little. Then you had
and you drafted Walker Kessler. Then you drafted Walker Kessler.
Then you drafted Walker Kessler, right? And you had
you still have Vanderbilt. You still have Vanderbilt.
You had Vanderbilt. You got McDaniels on the wing. You got the guards. You got good guards. You had D'Lo, Pat Bev, and Anthony Edwards, and Malik Beasley. So you really, that draft alone, okay, you drafted a big man, you drafted a center. That was it. I know they ain't knew Walker Kessler was going to be this good, but you drafted a big man. You must have knew something that he's going to be at least decent. Like he gonna give you some minutes because really Nas Reed was giving you some minutes. So now that's all you needed. All you needed and have them play better. They had a first-year coach, first-year the team, build on that. Teams be quick to want to. Tim Connolly jacked that off. That was his fault.
And not
Tim
just
Connolly,
that.
he messed that thing up because they gave him big money, gave him part ownership, and they got Torian Prince.
Yeah, Torian Prince. Yeah.
They got so his thing was they got wings, they got guards, they had big men. All he had to do was to say, "Hey, we're gonna run it back. You draft Walker Kessler,
and just change the rotation. Change the rotations.
Just run it back. The mistakes y'all made in that Memphis series, just don't do it again.
Yeah, change the rotations.
Your star players, now you look at those three. You look at D'Lo, you look at Cat, you look at Anthony Edwards. Y'all ain't supposed to let that happen. You got Minnesota. Think about this. Minnesota had the best of both worlds. You got a young team, right? You got 3 all-star level players. You got a guy like D'Lo who hit big shots. He could get his shot off in the closing moment.
And then you got Cat.
He's supposed to be your best player, supposed to be an all-world player.
And then you got D'Lo, which is a future.
And Anthony Edwards. Then you got a whole bunch of roughnecks. You got guys defend. You got
veteran players.
You got Vanderbilt. You got Torian Prince. You got Jaden McDaniels. And Nas Reed. You got physical guys. Malik Beasley, guys off the. You had everything. You had everything. That was a deal that had no business being made.
They threw it all away after 1 year. They threw it all away.
They got 1 year. Okay, we lost. We blew a lead. That it's not like y'all got outplayed.
Yeah.
when you make trades like that, that's trade. You like we just wasn't good enough.
It's not like you got blown out and didn't compete. I mean, it's just
that's the thing. It's not like they blown out. They couldn't compete. Like we just not ready. It was a thing was y'all mislaps. There's the players. That's something you couldn't even blame on the coach. Y'all had better. Maybe the coach could get better. He's a first year coach. He might could get better. The chemistry get a little better. Maybe y'all toughness. Maybe y'all this experience y'all playing together. That's just a bad move. That was the coach. That was a trade that should never been made. And it's sad because now Rudy Gobert getting the blame of it. Rudy Gobert is being Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he ain't doing exactly what he's doing in Utah, but he's being Rudy Gobert. He out there playing. That's on the front line. And it looked like they gave a lot because that's a trade that need to be made.
Rudy Gobert already peaked of what he was supposed to be.
Yeah. It's not Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
People like, oh, they that's why I said the blame goes in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's the front office. Mm-hmm.
That's clearly Tim Connolly. They blaming Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
He's on the court. He's playing. He never was no guy. You couldn't expect him. What he average? How many rebounds Rudy Gobert average? Before we get offline, I need Rudy Gobert stats because the Laker game started. How many games? What's Rudy Gobert? Put Rudy Gobert stats in.
Last year?
No, this year. What are you averaging this year? What's Rudy Gobert numbers this year?
I mean, he's averaging what, 13 and 12?
13.12 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Same right thing he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, Utah had way better chemistry. This year it's this, that. People, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense going on in Minnesota.
Yep, and his blocks are down from last year. He's not rim protecting as much this year compared to last year. So
yeah, but it's a lot of chaos. And then a lot of things, to be honest, you had Cat there, and Cat's going to take away some of his block shot. But my thing is, they shouldn't have never even made that deal. It was a deal that shouldn't be made because it's not like you got outplayed. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting outplayed. That was their fault.
Yeah.
That's Tim Connolly. That was a trade we didn't need to make. You come from Denver. You ain't even you just like this. That's something that somebody just want to make a deal.
Yeah, I mean he got too over himself, like he.
But it's not like it's over with. It's not like they can't. But see, the thing is, they had a nice identity going. See what D'Lo doing now. Pat Bev would have shut his ass up. All that complaining and bitching, Pat Bev would have been like, "What?" And we'd have never even heard it. Pat Bev would have checked D'Lo on that. See, that's the difference. That what D'Lo doing, Pat Bev would have checked them. Jay said, he's not worth that on the Lakers. Gary Trent, $25 million.
Yeah, he's now for 25 on the market. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm about to watch the game, Marion, bro. I'm about to get out of here.
Okay.
I'll be back after the game. Yo, I appreciate everybody coming through. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, Connolly drafted Gobert.
Yo, wait.
Yeah, he drafted him.
Oh, yeah, he drafted him from you, though. He drafted him from you, too.
Mm-hmm. With Denver, they trade him.
That's crazy.
It worked out. They had Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back later.
Okay.